Hello internet friends, my name is Bay, and welcome to my Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker MSQ Dungeon and Trial highlighted series. This is going to be the Mothercrystal, our first time ever face-to-face with Hydaelyn, Crystal Mama herself. So it's all the stuff leading up to it and all the stuff after it as well. So hope you enjoy if you didn't get to watch it all live. But if you're watching this video shortly after it has gone live on YouTube, check the video description box down below. Go over to my Twitter if you'd like. I'm doing a big Mog Station giveaway on Twitter for a whole bunch of stuff. But thank you for watching. Here's the video. Hydaelyn. Yep. Such was the strength of her faith in us. Ah. Life is a struggle, but its worth is no lie. I sense yet a presence. You think so? He's not gone. Yeah, we've defeated Amon again. Some things can't be washed away. This is becoming tiresome. So some are talking about Amon. Others are talking about... These two are talking about Hydaelyn. Such was the strength of her faith in us. Yep. Oh, Heavensward. So good. Heavensward. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. No Minfilia. Stop. No, no, no. Ah, damn it. Oh, he's falling. What a donkus.
My very essence begins to wane. Sweet, sweet agony.
You're a weird guy, Amon. You're a weird guy.
Leave this to him.
Come to deal the coup de grace.
Movie time.
Good. Watching you struggle against the inevitable is bad comedy. Erase me from existence, soul and all.
Have you any memories of Meteon? And do you recall your days as Hermes?
How would you know that name?
Well, you see...
Then it was you. In Elpis. With them at Suck. The final pieces fall into place. In my halcyon days, as the mortal Amon, I was haunted by a dream. Night after night, the faceless multitude, the voiceless cries, shards of shattered memories. But slowly, the fog began to clear. This was Elpis. And I was Hermes. Recurring though it was, I paid this dream little heed. It was only when I was granted the seat and memories of FINALBOSSTV that I knew these visions to be true. They were the memories of Hermes that he himself erased using the power of Kairos. Or so he thought. In his attempt to burn away the events of that fateful day, he succeeded only in searing them more deeply into his soul. My soul. Death failed to expunge them. No matter how many times it came. Rebirth after rebirth, from one FINALBOSSTV to the next. I wonder, is Mothercrystal adrift somewhere in this ethereal sea? In defeat, finally remembering your time together in Elpis? How it must gall him to be entrusted with knowledge of the final days, only to be rendered powerless to act upon it. So many lifetimes dedicated to restoring his beloved Amaral in blissful ignorance. Oh, folly.
You're a weird guy. You're a weird guy, Amon. Weird guy.
But make no mistake. My life as Hermes is not the reason I invited the world's end. I have lived. I have struggled. I have dredged the very depths of despair. And in the detritus of existence, I found the truth. I served a great ruler, powerful beyond measure. The world his dominion. Yet even he and his vast empire were destined to fall. To become one with oblivion. At the end of life's journey lies only death. So I ask you, why live at all? We betray, we torment, we murder. We are wicked, spiteful creatures, without exception. If life is so sacred, so precious, why fill it with such misery? Man wallows in a hell of his own making without purpose or meaning. To live is to suffer, and I would end that suffering by my own hand. It matters not if it flies in the face of all believed right and just. Death is the only solution! That is my truth, my answer to the question. And yet, even as the words pass my lips, I am filled with doubt. Has my search reached its end? Was this the only way? After all these years, is this the answer I was hoping for?
The lamentations of the damned. How it vexes me to see your conviction falter at the last. FINALBOSSTV, Still clinging to existence, I see. You, who champion death so fervently, unwilling to accept your own, refusing to be purified and swept into the sea of souls. As do I.
Hello, Asai.
We prisoners to men. Watch
Right?
as the world turns. Though unlike me, you will be spared the ignominy of having your corpse made a puppet, dancing to another's tune.
Yep.
Is that Arsahi?
His name's been pronounced two different
How very
ways.
astute. But let me be clear, I have not come to consort with the likes of you.
Ah, this freaking guy, dude.
Nor have I come to bemoan the state of the world following my untimely demise. In fact, I delight in mankind's downfall and the anguish it brings the savior of the savages. If I played some small part in the chaos, all the better. Not that I was in any position to resist. But to be made accomplice to the betrayal of Lord Xenos. I would die 1,000 deaths to exact my vengeance.
Both of these guys. They're a little weird.
Now you are at my mercy. I shall drag us both into oblivion, and you will never see the fulfillment of your magnum opus. Even should you be reborn, your desperate search for answers must start again.
I mean, I guess everything is equal in the Ethereal Sea, but Asai getting like Omega butthurt mad at the unsundered, weird, ancient space magician god that inhabited his body after he died. But he's just like a mortal dude with a sword. He's just like a really spoiled, bratty, early young adult, I guess. I can't remember how old he would be. Not a teenager though. Getting his last licks in, I suppose, before. Yeah. I'll do what must be done. Triple dot, or next time we will find the answer together. And also, just to follow the whole story correctly, so one of the seats on the ancient whole, the 14, the convocation of 14, one of the ranks and or peoples was just Fandaniel. Hermes, which is the character we're dealing with throughout all this stuff, Hermes, in that whole story we did the other day, he was the next chosen to be Fandaniel, does all the Medion stuff, then, after erasing and embedding his own memories with Kairos, takes on the seat of Fandaniel, gains all of the original Fandaniel's memories to, keep the legacy going, but that Fandaniel then just goes poof into the underworld. So then Hermes is now the new Fandaniel. After the sundering and drifting a rift for forever, that Hermes, now Fandaniel, takes on the visage of Amon back in the Allegan Empire. Does all the crazy search for meaning, life, experiments on all the different creatures and things, praises Lord Zonde. Zonde is like, F this, blows himself up or whatever. Then Amon's like, no, actually, F this, brings back Zonde. Zonde is like, actually, no, F this, nothing matters, because even I survived death. Then, after the Allegan Empire falls and goes Kaputskis, that Hermes, then Fandaniel, then Aemon becomes Asai, and does stuff with Xenos post the fall of the Garlean Empire. I'm following this. Oh my god. It's fine, like it's followable, but it's anime. The memories was a thing after the Sundering. Like in the ancient times, you don't get the other's memories. Oh, back then wasn't the... Okay. But Hermes became the new Fandaniel before the Sundering, though, because that was shortly after all of our interaction, right? And then the Sundering happens via Vanaz. It's hard to put a possessive on Vana when the T is silent. Right? So that's after she, during the final days, which was still Hermes' fault, but he didn't know it was at the time. And at the time, he wasn't Hermes anymore. He was Fandaniel. Right? So, okay. Yeah. Yeah, and then when Emmett recruited Aemon during the Allegan timeline because of trying to tip the balance of one side of the coin, light or dark, towards a breaking point, hence the different astral or umbral calamities having either a light or dark first, then a dark or light after, because he was trying to push all the different worlds together so they would all collapse and they would all go back to the original, go back to Aetheris before the Sundering. Which I mean, hopefully that gets explained, because the fact that Vana split an entire world and people into so many different not equal reflections of each other. Just because, you know, anime. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. But then with Emmett was doing his unsundery stuff, floating around with the Allegan Empire to try to get them to be the ones that would, you know, tip towards an astral, or I guess at the time it would have been an umbral calamity. Whatever the next one was in line, to try to make our... Yeah, just okay. I think I'm piecing it all together. There's a lot. That didn't work. The Allegans didn't do it. So then Emmett takes on Solus, Zosgalvus, the king of the Garlean Empire, and basically breeds and creates that entire race of people, that entire civilization, essentially, to then be the next attempt, while also doing stuff with the Sin Eaters and Vothri on the first, to tip that towards light, and I would assume to tip ours toward dark. Who's the Vati Vidya of Final Fantasy XIV? Who's gonna put all this into a giant timeline? I don't know if there is like a Vati or a Nobble or someone, or a Bife or something, but they're always called Umbral, and the astral eras are after you recover from them. Is it always Umbral and then astral is the I thought, because Jesse Cox made a really cool video about like the old history of 14 and sort of laying that together. This, I don't know. I think I'll give them their moment. This is a triple dot for me. Just, not that I care about a size, you know, comeuppance, but I mean, Aemon is gonna yank out his heart ether here in a moment like he did as Zodiark anyway, so this is a triple dot. Let them have their...
Don't try to follow me. I had more of you people than I could stomach in life.
Yeah.
Never mind it.
Yeah. He's so mad. He needs therapy.
Likewise. I pray we do not meet again.
Boy needs therapy, a hug, and some ice cream.
You had better hope not.
You're just a dude with a sword. Just shh. Okay. Good grief. All right. Where's Crystal Mama? Because holy crap.
Come. Hydaelyn is waiting.
Whew. Yeah, there's probably more in that timeline-y stuff I was trying to put together, but I was just trying to talk through it to know that I'm following at least what they're explaining to me, because it's a lot. Oh, it's a spa room. It's all steamy. Don't eat my frames, please. All the particle simulation. Yep, we're back here.
Brave travelers, I welcome you.
Hello. Okay, yeah, that might as well happen. Now, calling her Vana would be a little bit of a nod, but also it's not entirely accurate, kind of. I mean, that's the better option. You look different. Like, that's the Dalthier answer. Aw.
I see. Thou didst journey unto Elpis. And now, the rivers of time converge. I know why you have come. Yet I would hear you speak your reasons all the same.
You created the moon to deliver mankind from the final days.
Space rabbits.
But is that really how it has to end? We do not wish to abandon this world. We want to protect the source and all of its shards.
To flee is but one of two paths. The other leadeth to Meteon, far beyond the stars, where she doth chant creation's requiem. Her domain is formed of dynamis, pure, absolute. Where emotion and memory govern all, ether will avail you naught. Meteon hath gathered the pain and despair of countless stars, and to go unprepared is to go unto your doom.
We'll beat her. We'll win. I swear it. Is what I might have said once. After everything I've seen, all the times I've succumbed to my own anger and fear. I can no longer pretend that courage and faith will be enough. But are we truly so powerless? That our only choice is to flee?
Far from it, my child. Long ago, the inhabitants of myriad stars, many more prosperous than Atheris, sought to free their worlds from life's woes. Sorrow and anger, conflict and hostility, despair, and even death itself. But as Meteon reported, every attempt ended in failure. Darkness abideth within every living being and can never be cast out. Neither reason nor faith can challenge this immutable truth. To live is to suffer. And in suffering, find strength and purpose and hope. As you have done so many times before. Thou dost pursue an impossible dream, yet knowing this, you pursue it nevertheless. And thou hast learned to depend on others as they do thee. Thy yearning for the power to save the powerless hath ever driven thee to greater heights. Thou hast grown strong. Though those closest to thee no longer walketh by thy side, their love remaineth thy guiding light. For duty's sake, thou hast been bound by truths unutterable time and time again. Yet thy heart hath never wavered, as thy companions will attest. In thy pursuit of mysteries great, all thou believest is brought into question. Undaunted, thy thirst for knowledge remaineth unquenched. The fires of hatred that once burned in thy heart burneth no more. From their ashes doth spring the light of love, warm and pure. As witness to black calamity, thou despaired at man's helplessness. Resolved, thou didst unite a distant world on the brink of collapse. And thou, my champion, when all did seem lost, thou never abandoned hope. For every trial and every foe that did bar thy way, thou hast proven equal to the challenge, drawing courage from the many bonds forged on thy journey. You have all known despair, and though the end approacheth, you walk on, heads held high. Therein lieth your power, the strength to silence the song of oblivion.
Then there is a means to confront her.
Yes, if you should prove yourselves worthy. Hark! Nigh impossible is it to send mortals to the edge of the universe. Should you fail, there will be no second chance. As the will of the star, I ask of you this. Do you possess the fortitude to stand firm when all around you doth crumble? Do you possess the faith to vanquish despair itself? Should you lack the strength to best a supreme deity, I cannot allow you to make the journey. You must leave this star and never return. Prepare yourselves.
Prove ourselves worthy, eh? Sounds straightforward enough.
Aye, no room for confusion there.
In any case, we've come too far to back down now.
I am of the same mind. What power I have, I shall bring to bear.
The three of you seem to be forgetting who we're up against. It's not every day we battle a divine being of untold power. Well, not quite every day. Do try not to get underfoot. Needless to say, there'll be no margin for error.
Let us hold nothing back. For the people of this world and those beyond the rift.
Alas, the question I posed to thee in Elpis hath remained unanswered these long years. I would hear thy response, warrior of light. Shouldst thou emerge victorious?
The moment she floated down, I was like, there's no way they're not going to make us just fight for fun, right? There's no way that's not a trials boss. But this is also, this is the Trust Trial. Very cool. And you can redo this one. Do you... I mean, what is the... what is the benefit of ever replaying this as Trust besides XP, I guess, for your Trust allies? I mean, I guess you get one piece of loot or something. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is the first Trust Trial of the game. Very true. So yeah, that we have 3 healers here. So that means that probably Urianger is going to do his weird, like, Astro DPS thing, I would assume, and me and Alfie will heal. Because if it's 2 tanks, it's Thancred and Graha. You may now enter the Aisha scope with a party of NPC avatars to make this feature open the Trust interface. Yeah. Using the Trust system's scenario mode, you will have the opportunity to undertake this trial with a party of scions, and some of these allies' roles will differ from those you have normally been able to select. Oh, so since it's a scenario mode, it's no loot, no XP, no Trust XP. Well, okay then. Well, I'm definitely going to do it as the Trust Trial, because that's just really cool. I'll be farming this plenty for gear. Is she accessories? Or she's weapons. She's weapons, right? Yeah, she's weapons, and then that puts Zodiark as accessories. Yeah, but doing this as story for the story version is quite cool. Yeah, she's weapons, and Zodiark would be the accessories, right? What? Surprised to hear me and love mentioned in the same breath? I've not a heart of stone. Even in my darkest hour, there are people I cared for. Mentors, comrades, that mad woman who gave her life for us. That's Yzael to you, Estinian. Then you, an Alphino, threw my eyes off a bridge, and I've never known peace since. That is a double meaning of both my eyes being the ones he possessed, being from Nidhogg, but also because Nidhogg, he absorbed Nidhogg's blood during the possession. Also saying my eyes from Nidhogg's perspective. That's cool. That's a little sentence right there, but just a little bit. Very cool. Never, in the past, present, or future, have I found only happiness. To live is to be ever beset by hardships, great and small. Yet it is in adversity we find the strength to strive for the next moment of peace, and the next, no matter what trials we faced. By this strength have the will of the gods been defied and the fortunes of men been forever changed. May it be so again this day. If strength is the courage to confront your failings and accept that you are worthy of another chance to rise from the ashes while the fire still burns, bloodied but unbowed, then my friends have made me strong. Is the trust scenario version different than the normal version of the fight? I'm curious if it scales differently if you're trust versus not. I don't know if anyone knows. Emetzel called us incomplete, pitiful creatures, he said. And maybe we are. Pain, grief, fear. They walk with us wherever we go. But we proved to him that we deserve to live, and we'll prove it to Hydaelyn, Medion, to the universe itself if we must. Methinks we possess a surfeit of healers. There's even dialogue that he knows. Oh, it's so good. Alphino didn't say shit, but Orange is like, Methinks. Perhaps I shall call upon mine Amber Carbuncle in lieu of celestial blessings. Fear not, from unity and camaraderie doth my strength arise, not my choice of magics. Yeah, so he'll do his DPS-y stuff, which is technically from, like, that's his ARR job? No, ARR in Heaven's Ward, right? Before he became an Astro? Or no, did he become Astro in Heaven's Ward? I think he, somewhere in there. Yeah, so he'll do DPS. Pain and despair. Aye, we're old friends. I've lost count of the times I've cursed my own powerlessness. But it's the blessed moments in between that I choose to hold in my heart. Memories and possibilities. I fight to keep those things alive. Minfilia and Reen. To say nothing of you lot, I know, would never settle for less. Oh, it's just he was oh, Shadowbringers was when he I guess when he got teleported. I didn't remember if he was earlier on than that or something. Okay. I know he was ARR and Heavensward before, though, because he was in the white terrible robe. And then when the Warriors of Darkness came over, that's when he changed outfits and everything. I didn't know if his role changed at sometime during that. He did say Carbuncle, yeah. Well, I assume he's an Arcanist. Is he a full-on summoner? Or is he just Arcanist? Like a hero Arcanist or something? Well, I guess I'll find out in a moment. From the ruins of a sundered paradise did she rise to grant this star new life, and its will, long as she labored to guide her children. Make no mistake, this trial puts to proof Hydaelyn's own faith. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, so it'll be me and Alfie healing. Yeah, so it looks like just Urianger, Lithomancer. Yeah, Lithomancer on on Urianger. Obviously still Sorceress on Y'shtola because she's not a red mage, but she's also a conjurer, white mage, black mage. But black and white magic is red in this game. So she's, I mean, it's just hero classes basically, right? It's hero classes. And that puts Thancred and Graha tanking. Yeah, he can be DPS and heal. Tank DPS. Oh, Graha can't, I mean, they lock him in. He can't heal in this combination because otherwise you would have Urianger and Alpha no heal. Yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah. Is Lithomancer an actual Final Fantasy job, though? I'm pretty sure Sorceress or Sorcerer is in the job glossary. I never heard of Lithomancer, though.
Together we shall overcome this.
I stand ever ready.
Together we shall overcome this.
I stand ever ready.
We shall overcome this.
Who can tank as well? It doesn't show a blue box down here. If I'm here with, like, as a tank, or no, as a, how would that ever work to, I don't know. Have to run this maybe some more time and see what the different combinations are. Just for fun, but here we go then. The Mothercrystal.
I, the last of my kind, shall test thee. Come, prove thy worth.
He has an Arcanist book. Urianger does. I wonder if they just slapped New Summoner on him, though. And he's just Carbuncle. But that's all summoners now. So Thancred's main tank, Graha, currently is off. Melee has more HP. I'm also willful. Burning for battle, sustaining most damage that would normally result in KO will instead ignite the will to live. So scenario mode, so you don't just die and the whole thing collapses, you get 2 free, like, reses, I guess? Because that would be a little bit annoying if you died once and the whole thing resets. So I guess it's just 2 onks. Not sure if this becomes a kill wall. It is a kill wall. All right, good to know. Wanted to test that because sometimes it's just like a flat wall, but that is the new way to do it. So it's a kill wall. It resets. All right. All right, Thancred.
Have you the strength of will to alter man's fate?
Hero's Radiance, AoE. Yep, Alfie put up Searing Light. Attica 2.
A change of arms. May the test continue.
Changed weapons. Alpha, that may have been overhealing, my lad. Dawn Mantle.
We're near or far.
Well, I got Vuln from that. Red Soak? Okay, it's Tank Soak.
Fearsome familiar.
And now this.
Yeah, Urianger is basically doing old Summoner, it looks like, maybe.
Light unyielding.
I will not hold back.
So I don't know why I keep taking Vuln,
I have you now.
but no one else is, and I'm just standing next to people. I don't know why. What's doing that to me? Sword.
By blade.
Okay, so that's Cardinals.
I have you now.
Okay, sword is Cardinals.
You're mine.
That's staff? Is that inner Cardinals maybe? That's near? Oh, Alizé got hit by that, but they don't get Vuln stacks. That's what I'm noticing. I guess the trust scenario doesn't, they don't get Vuln.
By blade.
Goes Blade again.
Crystals of light. To me.
Okay. Is there a kill order? Or just kill all of them?
The song of creation's end. Feel.
There. Hold still.
The sorrow at hope's demise. Think.
You're mine.
I didn't see what that was over there.
Find your way in the darkness.
Another big AoE.
You underestimate me.
I don't get what her reflection is doing. They have spreads. Another big hit. Oh, they went to that side because that one just died. Okay, I'm stuck over here.
You
just can't.
me.
My magics are without fear.
It shows the element she did. So that was Earth.
Or fly, my children, and never look back.
It did no damage. Damage is after this. 77 though. Okay. It's not enough with all the DR and shields.
But this test is far from over.
Be gone.
With heart and steel.
By crystal's light.
With heart and steel.
Crystallize. Of course, Red Mage LB3.
Light unyielding.
I'm still not seeing what ability it is that leads to her doing the melee AoE.
Refulgence eternal.
Oh no, Urianger is just summoner. Now that I'm noticing, it's just summoner. He's just not summoning the permanent versions, I guess. Dude, Alphino is pumping. Can you see him go into Dreadworm stance right there?
We're near or far.
Oh. Okay. Alright, that was my second death. So she has a Warrior of Light style in or out rotation.
You're mine.
We're high or low.
You cannot stop us.
Those are going to echo, I guess? Or bow tie? Okay, they echo. Okay. Earth?
Something special for you.
By blade.
Oh, okay. Duh.
I will not hold back.
So it's every every weapon swap, her first thing she'll do is the... Because she went back to her sword there, she immediately did the cardinals.
I will not hold back.
Halo is just big damage. This is a multi-soak. And the waves are going through. Oh, they went all over there. Okay. Bye, team.
Allow me.
Just waves of light. They're somewhat desynced. I guess that might be different patterns. This is the... So that... Okay. Alright. We go again. Pretty sure I was full health, so not really sure how that killed me. Considering it was a spread mechanic.
To alter man's fate.
So, I mean, she starts out in sword, so being inner cardinal at the start, I don't think that matters.
A change of arms. May the test continue.
You underestimate me.
Oh, she just stays sword, then she immediately changes. So this is always close.
We're near or far.
Oh, yeah, okay. She does it immediately. Alright, alright, alright.
My turn.
I will not hold back.
But yeah, the trust people just don't take vuln, they just stand in it. Okay. So yeah, the dancer chakrams is close. And this will be the WhiteMage,
Light unyielding.
which is the AoE, it's the holy. Or what, her absolute holy she cast.
I will not hold back.
Tis a most fearsome familiar.
She'll go back to sword now and do cardinal.
By blade.
Oh, okay. It is a little thicker than I thought. All right.
You underestimate me.
It's as wide as the crystal lane here
My turn.
from each diamond to the next. Okay. So you get to be like on the diamond way back.
We're near or far.
Oh, I didn't know she transitioned. Okay. So, what's the red crystals around her though?
I have you now.
That would have been move in. She's changing. It'll be staff. Oh, sword.
By blade.
It's actually a little wider than the gap. You have to be like more. Okay.
Crystals of light. To me.
And they have a set pattern they go for these, I guess. They always go red. Okay, they just program to go red.
Here. The song of creation's end. Feel. The sorrow at hope's demise.
We're gonna walk between this one for the next AoE as well.
I will not hold back.
So you just have to pay attention to.
Find your way in the darkness.
Yeah, knockback, and we'll still be in Asylum. Not a knockback, it's just a line nuke, I guess.
Hold still.
These are spreads. She's ice right now. I don't know what element she went over there. Oh, they're going across again. That seems so risky. I guess you have tons of time. It's Earth. I wonder if that's a pattern too. Oh gosh, Alize, why are you way over here?
Underestimate me.
Follow your light.
Why was she so far?
Or fly, my children, and never look back.
I don't have to do anything for this because Alphino and Graha put up both of their shields. I think actually Alphino puts up 2. Yeah.
Then you are
Panheimed.
Something special for you.
Steve, away with you.
But this test is far from
Oh, the
over.
ground changes in this phase. I didn't notice that.
By crystal's light.
All or nothing.
I mean, she's sword right now still? Or no, she doesn't do a sword thing? Staff, so she's get
Light
away.
unyielding.
And then stay away. I must have gotten clipped by the combo last time. I didn't move too far.
Refulgence eternal.
The end of each of the constellations blows up. Yeah. This is just the big AoE. I got it, Alphino. Hey, he still puts up his shield anyway. Alright. That's fine. She's still staff, but she hasn't... Okay, so Dawn Mantle changed sword? Or it could be random? Dancer, so close. And then out. Yeah, that does more than half your health. So that's I got clipped by someone else's last time then.
My turn.
This is the quad tank soak. Or double? How many was that?
Where high or low.
These are the bow ties. And then they sit. Her chakrams sit. And then they'll...
You underestimate me.
Which one goes first? Oh, they go to which one goes last? I guess that works too. Hello? Oh, I guess I got scanned by that. Damn. She just went sword? We need a... Oh, damn it. Sword but soak? Oh, she's earth. I see. I died there, I guess. Yep. Oh, it gave me an extra Onk.
Succumb not to fear.
AoE.
My magics are without fear.
It's the weird wave phase with a multi-stack on me. Oh, they stopped moving. Because the wave is right there, so I wanted to back up. I guess I went too far. Oh, there's a wave there, so they weren't... Okay. Like I got betrayed by the AI there a little bit, because they just stood in melee. Look, I got locked in place, but I guess I died at the first hit, so... This is in, and then out.
Near or far. You underestimate me. I have you now.
Never mind, Alphina's got it. Waves again. I don't know, I'm just staying with them, I guess, and then we'll move. That's fine. Because where we were standing was those 3 waves that are about to come by. This one and the 2 on the side, so... I don't know if that timing clearly has to change in extreme. Weapon change from Chakram to...
You cannot stop us.
WhiteMage, so get away from Holy.
Light unyielding.
Also Soak.
You underestimate me.
Waves of Light, multi-soak in. I don't have any cooldowns for this Alphino. And then we're going, I guess, straight forward? Yeah. What does Crystallize do? I don't know. Maybe a tank attack, maybe? So Dawn Mantle for a weapon change. Sword, I would assume. Like way back here.
My blade.
Yeah.
I have you now.
My turn.
The wave phase just kind of keeps stacking, I guess, and keeps up with it. That's like just the last phase. Okay. 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 Definitely had a few deaths to learning her weapons. I mean, yeah, how wise is it that she choose to use all that ether to fight us, though?
At last, man has the strength to.
Okay. 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 I trust you're still in one piece. Would appear we have proven equal to the challenge. Nothing from those two? Nothing? Oh. All in a day's work. Yeah, okay, Estinian. I never thought we'd end up fighting Hydaelyn herself. And so it ends. I hope that'll suffice. Okay, Graha? Do you have an outro nod? He's very serious right now. Graha, hello? There he goes. A battle that would go down in history. Were there anyone but us to tell the tale? Okay. Red is in, blue is out. Oh no, sorry. Red is in, green is out, blue is enter cards. The spread mechanic does destroy your health though. It does, yeah, for sure. Yeah, Yeah, if Orionje wasn't summoning primals and it's like 50 and below summoner, sure, that's fair. I just didn't see him I saw like the Phoenix and Dreadworm trances, but you know, no, there was no like Garuda all of a sudden, you know. So like hopefully that's just okay and that doesn't lead to like Crystal Mama blowing up or something, because that would be a little strange that she fought us and then dies. But I suppose we'll find out. That's really cool though, that you can do that as a trust. For normal mode, I would imagine it is totally fine. You know, my only deaths were just to like, I don't know what this mechanic does. Oh, it hit me. You know, like that's just how you learn in Final Fantasy XIV. Is, did it kill me? Yes. Don't stand there. So yeah, chakrams in, staff out, sword, big plus sign. But yeah, it's from her facing, so forward, back, left, and right. It's her cardinals, so you go enter. All right. Big cutscene energy coming in, I assume. Whew, okay. Nope, her ether is deteriorating.
No, this can't be happening.
Yep. Called it, kinda.
Though my power is in constant flux, I have always kept a reserve for this very moment. It was a true test of your prowess. You have done well.
There is one thing I must ask. By sundering the world into 14 shards, the ether of all living beings too was divided. This reduction would in theory allow us to more easily interact with Dynamis. Having seen mankind brought to the very precipice of extinction, you wished for us to develop a means to overcome despair. You believed we had the potential, and sundered all creation to see it fulfilled, to deliver us to that swirling maelstrom of Dynamis in which our foe hides, and grant us the power to defeat her once and for all. Is this not true?
It is as thou sayest. 'Twas the trial to which I subjected mankind, and it hath led to untold bloodshed and suffering. There was no kindness, nor justice in the tragedy I wrought. When confronted with the almighty Zodiac, my only recourse was rend him and the world asunder, that his power be diminished for a time. And so it came to pass. Now you, my chosen, have surpassed my expectations, surpassed me. I entrust the fate of the universe unto you. This crystal contains the memory of Meteion's passage through the stars. Deliver it unto the Loporrits. They will guide you to her.
Though they may be capable of crossing great distances, there is a vast difference between traveling to the moon and the furthermost reaches of the great expanse. And unlike Meteion, we cannot simply soar on waves of Dynamis to our destination.
Indeed. To make such a journey would require an astronomical amount of ether. But a solution lieth close at hand.
Ah, she's gonna turn herself into fuel.
Of course.
Or something.
Yes, my child. Ever since I became the will of the star, the ether drawn here had slowly crystallized. They who have answered my call know it well. While I have remained hidden, it hath become the embodiment of the planet's will in my place. A faceless, omnipotent force of nature. The Mothercrystal, our final hope. Alas, I can do no more. The fulfillment of this task doth fall to you, my chosen. Now, heed these words. Darkness and light, despair and hope. As goeth one, so goeth the other. Become light, become hope. I have a gift for thee. Come closer. Long have I searched for a means to safeguard the future of this star. Though I knew failure after failure, by recalling thy tales and my promise to thee, I found the strength to carry on. Though the world is ever changing, thy thirst for adventure hath never waned. Thine unshakable resolve never ceases to amaze, to inspire. As a mark of my gratitude, I bestow this final gift. Thou dost possess the Crystal of Azum, yes?
Hmm?
As Hydaelyn, I reside over the forces of stasis, tranquility, peace.
Hmm?
The laws which impart stability to existence itself. I will weave this self-same power into the crystal, granting thee mastery over matter, to give form to the formless. Use it wisely, or it will not last indefinitely. As thou hast seen on thy journey through the ethereal sea, souls are drawn to thee. Mayhap this trait will prove to be a boon rather than a hindrance. It is thy hopes and prayers that enable Azum's invocations and give them life. So keep them close. But pray, remember this. When the way forward is hidden, even from the mind's eye, look not to the invocation, but within yourself. These were the words of the crystal's original bearer. With that, my work is finished. Fulfill our promise. Right the wrongs committed when the world was yet whole. Silence the song of oblivion. Teach her a brighter melody. Show her our journey is far from over.
I mean, we have to go with the Vana choice, right?
Of this, I have no doubt. For yours is a light brilliant beyond measure. Long after I have gone, though not even my soul remaineth, my love will be with you forever, my dearest children.
Crystal Mama, you just killed my frames. There's too many crystal particles. Oh, man. Oh, there was no way. Even my game lagged. It was so much. Oh. So we're just right back out all of a sudden, just like that, huh? Goodness. Whew. 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 Far be it from me to refute Hydaelyn's own words, yet even if her actions were neither kind nor just, we can yet give them a nobler meaning. We can make her faith the salvation of mankind. If Dynamis is ruled by emotion, perhaps prayer is more tangible result than I suspected, albeit ones that are not always obvious to us. In which case, we may hope that Hydaelyn's wishes continue to move the hearts of men as they set forth time and time again. She and Hydaelyn were two of a kind, weren't they? Full of love for the star and its people, always holding to hope for our future. 'Tis fortunate that Fortuno hath kept Livingway apprised of our progress. We require the Loporrit's aid more than ever. A bit small for a welcoming party, but I've never been one for crowds. What a dingus. What an absolute dingus. She has given us all she can. We must share what we know with Father and the Loporrits at once, that it not go to waste. I will keep Hydaelyn's words in my heart as talisman and lodestone both. Thank goodness, I never would have forgiven myself had any of you come to harm. Hey, did you meet Hydaelyn? Pray tell, how is she? Oh, Livingway. I'm glad to see you well, though we could roughly... Oh, no. Place your souls. Deep as you went, we could neither see nor hear you. The fluctuations in your ether near the end gave me quite a fright. What in the world happened? You mean to say Hydaelyn is... No, there's no time to feel our feelings. We must carry out Hydaelyn's will without delay. We'll find Meteion if it's the last thing we do. If you wouldn't mind handing over the crystal, that is. The fancy navigatory one. Yeah, how are we going to bring up her entire Mothercrystal, by the way? I don't know. To the edge of the universe, where congregates the despair of countless stars. You're determined to see this through. We are. Should words fail us, we will fight to the bitter end. I know it pains you to accept this, but that I need ask nothing more of you. Yet we only have two means to travel the great expanse, the moon and the Sharlayan's Ark. I am all too aware that without both of them, there will be no exodus, but I nevertheless beg you to honor the agreement we made. The forum's decision will be honored. You have earned the right to use the ship as you see fit, and I could not rescind it even if I wanted to. Okay. As it happens, I do not, and would do all with my power to aid your cause. With that settled, might I suggest you rest a while? Proving yourselves to Hydaelyn is never easy, and despite our unparalleled genius, we'll need a day to make the necessary calculations. You may as well take advantage of it. You can chart a course through the sea of stars in a single day. Ye gods. Space rabbits. Also anime. So we head above ground for some fresh air then, and perhaps a nap. Spoken like a true dad. Well. That was a lot. That was a lot. Who's still out there? Goodness me. Taking a bit of a detour, running around. Hello, Ojika. Aha! I've been expecting you. I heard about your foray into the ethereal sea. The students ventured far and wide, but never quite as deep, so deep that. Are you experiencing any after effects from your prolonged exposure? Nausea, dizziness, hauntings? Well, have a pleasant sleep. If you do experience any unusual phenomena, please let me know. I shall add it to our records. Ooh, alright. That was definitely the longest quest. It's not even done yet. Actually asleep, though. Is this the intro to the game?
There you are. Some time, indeed. Yes. For you, at least.
Hythlodius.
Believe me, I'd meant to get some proper sleep. But here we are. drifting along instead. Well, well, you too. And so we remain, to watch and wonder.
Many bubbles.
Yes, indeed. To begin, we first must see the end.
Sleeping fully clothed, boots and all, efficiency. Never known the Warrior of Light might be called on at a moment's notice. No small clothes for this bun boy. No. No.